Hi, ladies, and welcome to the Single Mother's Life. My name is Latarsha, and I use the Word of God and life experiences to empower single moms to overcome fear and to walk boldly in purpose. And today, I'm excited to announce my special guest, Miss Miranda from High Heels and Destiny. She's gonna talk to us about purpose, y'all, and I'm excited to speak with her. My friend, Miss Miranda. Go ahead, introduce yourself,
Hey.
girl.
Hi, my name is Miranda. I have a platform which is called High Heels and Destiny. Me and Tasha's a friend. My platform focuses on spiritual inspiration, motivation, and encouragement.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, we gonna get right into the question. So, talking about High Heels to Destiny, tell us. You said it focuses on spiritual inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. So, what does the High Heels to Destiny means? Like, where did you get, the name from? What was it birthed? Because that's a very unique, powerful name.
Okay, so about well, this is gonna make 2 years. This is going on 2 years. God gave me a vision and he wanted me to, start something or whatever. And I always wanted to mentor girls and women or whatever. So I was laying in my bed one day and I was watching something and God told me to go ahead and just do it. But I was kind of like, okay, I just kind of wanted to wait till the opportunity come to me. But I was watching something and the lady was like, use what you got at home. And I'm like, use what you got? Like, what did you mean use what you got? So she was talking about how God called her out for a job and she started to use YouTube for her platform. So God had kind of like was letting me know like, okay, it's time for you to go ahead and use YouTube. And once God told me, I was like, well, no, I was like, I don't want to do it like that. I want to be able to start off because I worked at a juvenile facility. I was like, no, God, I just want to start off there and maybe I can talk to the kids or whatever. So I ignored God or whatever. And as time passed on by, it kept coming back to my spirit, like, go ahead and do it. So I kept praying or whatever. And I was like, well, God, you need to give me confirmation. So God started giving me confirmation. And I would hear stuff on the radio was like basically reconfirming, like, go ahead and do it. Don't wait, go ahead and do it. So I was just so scared. And so I was like, okay, God, well, if you want me to do this, God, I was like, you got to give me a name. You give me a name, something cute or whatever, something that's eye-catching. I was like, if you give me a name, I said, I'll do it. So I was sitting around, me and my aunt, and we was kind of playing with names. So I was laying there and I said, girl, you have to give me a name. So finally, a name, the same night I actually prayed about it, a name came. And it was the name that came to me. I was like, High Heels and Destiny. I was like, oh, that is great. That's cute because women, we like shoes. So High Heels and Destiny, the high heels represent coming from a place of being barefooted with nothing but dirt on your feet. Of course, ladies, you know what that means to be at a place of barefooted with nothing but dirt on your feet, that low place, that broken place, that place that just hurt, that place that seemed like it's hard to get over. That's what high heels represent. Coming from a place of barefooted, to a place of elevations. The heel represent elevation, going from a broken place to a dirty place to a place of elevation, because that's what God do in your life. He take you from brokenness to newness again. And so that's kind of how I got the names High Heels. And the destiny represent life, where we standing at right now. That the place you is, whether it's, not the perfect place, not the place you want to be, or maybe you are in a perfect place. So it represents your life right now. So that's kind of how I came up with the name.
I like that. I like
Well,
that.
thank you.
That's it's powerful. The name. So you said you was working at a juvenile facility, and I know you recently left that job, and it's amazing to me, that you was able to step out on faith. So you were there for 3 years. What made you take that leap?
Well, yeah, I was there right at 3 years. I was a few months away from 3 years or whatever. I had been there because before all this happened, I have always been prophesied that I was going to have a work in ministry. Um, but I wasn't in that place at that time. So I was like, okay, I want to go and get a degree in, criminal justice, because it's a field where you always got something to do. You never bored. So I started going that way. And basically what happened was I started there, and Girl, you lost me. What was the question? I'm sorry.
What made you take the leap of faith? You
Oh,
know,
what
when
made me
you
take a leap of faith? Okay, so after being there for 3 years, I just got to a place when I first started. I was like, okay, I was excited, I liked it, or whatever the case may be. And then towards the last year, in between the second year and the third year, I was kind of going through this emotional transition where I felt like, you know, I was like, God, there's got to be something better in store for me. I just kept saying, God, there's got to be something better in store for me. I liked it, but it was getting towards my season was coming to the end. And so I was just at the place I was overworked, underpaid. I was only making, you ladies, $10.94 an hour. I had a bachelor's degree, only making $10.94 an hour. I mean, I really work hard. If anybody know anything about the criminal justice field, it's a field where, I mean, you got people constantly coming in every day, all day. So it's not an easy job. So I was just really tired of being overworked, underpaid. And so I was just at a breaking point. And I remember sitting at my desk that day. I never planned to even quit my job. I actually text Tasha and one of my other friend, Maria's, and I was like, you guys, I was like, I think I'm about to leave my job. And I was sitting there, you guys, and I was just so nervous. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, if I leave my job, I was like, God, what am I going to do? I don't have any money. I don't have no 401k. I don't have anything saved. Okay. So I know you guys, like people, I would say, well, you know, you need money saved. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. But let me tell you this. Sometimes when you take a leap of faith, I'm not telling you to do this, you know, make sure you be prayerful. But sometimes when you take a leap of faith, the picture is not going to always be pretty. Okay. And so I was just sitting there and I text Tasha and I was just at a place where I was just exhausted. I remember coming to work that day, I was just over it. Like I was just so exhausted. And I just remember sitting there and tears started to run down my eyes at work. And I was just like, God, I kept saying, God, I can't do this anymore. God, I can't do this anymore. And tears just started to run down my eyes. And I was just like, oh my God. I was like, I just want to quit. And then the other part of me is like, if you quit, like what you gonna do? And I was just at the place, I was like, I don't even care. I just, wherever happens, it happens. And so I remember getting my, I sat there and I was like, forget it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. My heart was beating or whatever. I don't know, was it a Holy Spirit or me being nervous, girl? But my heart was beating and everything. And I was like, okay. I got my time sheet. I walked in. Nope, I did not give a 2 weeks notice. For the perfect people, look, I'm not perfect, so I did not give a 2 weeks notice. Okay, so I clocked out. I got everything I had. I put it in my purse, which wasn't much because I don't sit at my desk with all that other stuff. So I went and I walked up to my supervisor and I was like, I quit. And she was like, where are you going? And I was like, I remember handing her my time sheet from my right hand. I didn't even just completely look at her. I just said, I'm going to pursue my life. I remember walking down that hallway, saying my final goodbyes to everybody, getting into my car, and I started to cry. Tears rolled down my eyes. And I said, God, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I said, but God, I was like, you gotta make a way. You gotta make a way. At that time, you guys, I mean, I had a lot of bills and responsibilities and no income. So that's kind of where the leap of faith came in at.
And that's amazing because I do remember that text, and it inspired me a lot because as women of faith, you know, we trust God for the impossible. Mm-hmm. So to a normal person, they'll be like, "Oh, that was dumb," you know, "that was stupid," but we don't think that way because we know that all things are possible with God. Mm-hmm. And like I said, when I received that text, it really, really inspired me. It really inspired me, and being on this journey with you, you know, I'm able to see God moving in your life and doing wondrous things in your life, you know, because you took that step of faith. But that leads me to my next question. So I was watching your YouTube video on High Heels and Destiny YouTube channel, and you did a video of the jewels of journaling. And you said that you journaled about quitting your job 2 years prior to quitting. And so can you tell us like how you felt when you went back and read through the journals and you saw that you had journaled that and then it actually manifested like 2 years later?
Okay. Of course, I remember Habakkuk, if you ladies not for sure, chapter 2, verse 2 and 3. It says, write the vision down, make it plain upon tables. Me and Tasha both have been on this journaling spree or whatever. And back 2 years ago, I actually just started calling the word journal because I didn't know that I journal. Like I just remember just writing down thoughts. And on this last year, I was just sitting around and I actually was going through cleaning up some stuff and I came across some journals. So I was like, okay, let me read through it. And so when I read through it, I think it was back in year 2017, 16, somewhere up in there, don't get me wrong. And I remember I saw where I had wrote notes, and the notes was like, I was complaining to God. I was like, God, it's got to be something better in store for me. God, I was like, God, I'm just so drained. I'm so exhausted. Like, it's got to be something else better in store for me. And I knew that, from reading that, it gave me more confirmation that, okay, I am walking in the will of God. Because sometimes when you take big leaps of faith like that, you sometimes wonder, like, did I do this? Did God want me to do this? Did I do the right thing? So for me or whatever, it gave me confirmation that, okay, I am doing what God want me to do. I am walking in the will of God. And also, I do think that God allowed me to go through that transition of being broken, because my thing was to get out of college, make a lot of money, so that I can live my best life. Okay. But I think that if I would have went that route, then I probably wouldn't be at this place today, because I'll be financially stable. I have money. So, I mean, why would I really be focusing in on making, trying to start my own business? So I think God, how God do, he can bring us from the bottom to the top. So I started in a low place, and God allowed me to be in that low place because it brought me to this place.
And that's awesome. That's
Mm-hmm.
awesome. So, before, I know that you said that you wrote in your journal 2 years ago, like, God, I know there's something better for me. I know that there's something, in store for me. And then that day you went to your work, to your job 2 years later, you didn't plan on quitting. You just got there. You knew, like, I just can't take no more. Like, you was at your breaking point. And when we as women get to our breaking point, it's just a wrap. So you was just at your breaking point. So how did you overcome the fear of the unknown? Like, we're scared of the unknown, and we can't see it, we scared of it. So how did you overcome that fear of the unknown?
So let me say this, just taking it back a little bit. When I told you guys that I wrote that in my journal about 2 years ago, let me tell you guys this. Up until this point, now that I don't have a job, I have never went back and looked at my journal. It's not like I was like, oh, let me read my journal. Let me see what I was doing 2 years ago, what I wrote a month ago, or anything like that. So when I went back and read that for the first time, that was my first time in maybe a year and a half, like going back and revisiting it, not even knowing, you guys, like, once again, to journal is very powerful. I don't even remember writing that. I had no knowledge, no whatever, that I had even wrote that. And when I went back and saw it, I was just like, wow, like it was already, it was already set up. But how I overcame the fear, I don't know if I overcame the fear of it. It's just a day-to-day process. I am a motivational speaker. So at this point, it's not like typical, like how when people start a business, it's like some type of service or good or something like that. Mine is more so I have to be booked or something like that to be able to bring in financial income. So even with right now, I'm still not bringing in financial income. God have still been sustaining me. Lights, water, gas, everything has still been moving. I haven't missed a beat yet. Nothing have got turned off. So I can't completely say that I have overcame the fear, but I am more confident that if God did it then, that he's going to continue to do it now. And God said he'll never leave us nor forsake us. So I just say that I don't know if you overcome the fear. I think you just become a little bit more confident.
Okay. So I think you already answered my next question. My next question was, how is your relationship with God in all of this? Did stepping out in faith increase your faith in God? Did this entire process increase your faith in him?
Yeah, definitely stepping out on faith. I'm not going to sit here in front. I'm not going to say, well, oh, God did this for me. I just got so much faith. I'm so on fire. Trust me. Y'all, look, it still be moments you be like, I know God did all that, but you still have those moments like, well, what if he don't do this? Or is he really going to do that? So I'm not going to lie and sit here and say, well, oh, since I know God did that, I just got this big boom of faith and I'm worried. That's a lie. Because I still have, a little worry, but I'm not going to sit here and say that I worry like I would normally worry. I just kind of get that oh well attitude, because when you get the oh well attitude, it kind of puts you in the mind frame of oh well. Oh well to me mean like, well, girl, you can't do anything about it, so oh well. So I kind of get that oh well attitude or whatever, and I have to constantly remind myself that, okay, God did this. And like I said, you guys, I'm not going to go into a lot of details, but when I stepped away from faith, stepped out on faith, and I had no job, no savings, none of that type of stuff. Me and my husband were separated at that time before that even happened. So I had rent. I had $950 rent, car notes, light water, gas, pretty much no income. And like I said, when I say God made a way, like God made a way, like God just blessed me in ways that's unbelievable. So at this point, I just believe and trust that God will. I know that He will make a way.
Yeah, and he have, and I can testify. I can, I can account for that because I'm basically watching her go through this journey, and it's inspiring me. Like her life, not just actually seeing what God is doing for her, inspires me, and it pushes me, to step in the direction that I need to step in. So yeah, God definitely moved. I mean, I watched God provide for her rent in a
Mm.
miraculous way. Like it was amazing, y'all. So don't doubt God. Don't limit what God can do. So, my next question. So since you quit your job and you've been walking, in your purpose and building high heels and destiny, have you regretted your decision to leave your job and to walk in your purpose at any time?
Girl, I have. I miss my job. Let me stop. Girl, no. This is the most free that I have ever been, you guys. At my job, I'm not gonna even lie. I went to the doctor more than I have ever been last year, 2019. That's the most I have ever been to the doctor. It was the year 2019. Just from stress, illness in my body. It was just really taking a toll on me. And so when I walked away, you guys, it was just like something heavy lift up off of me. Like it's just something lift up. It's like lift up off of me, and it's like now I feel such in a place of peace, just freedom. Every day it's like when you somewhere and you miserable, it's like that's every day of your life that counts. You unhappy. So if you go Monday and you somewhere you unhappy, you go Tuesday and you somewhere, that's a day of your life each and every day that's in your life that you can't get back. And so to be able to be in a place where I'm right now, all glory to God, I'm just so grateful. Like every day is a happy day. It's not a day where, oh my God, I got to go here, that, ill feeling. Like it's such a blessing. So absolutely not. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Amen. That's amazing. So, over like 70% of people get up every day and go to a job that they absolutely hate. What advice can you give like any ladies who's watching this who may be a part of that 70%?
Ooh. Well, I always hear people say that your greatest reward is walking in your calling. Is to do what God told you to do. And some of you guys probably like, I don't know what that is. Like, how am I supposed to know? Your calling is usually the thing that you do the best, and you don't even have to try to do it. You just do it. Like it may be the thing that you're not doing now, but it's something that when people are like, girl, you do that so good, but it don't even process in your mind. Like I can make a career or start a business after doing that. That's usually your calling. You may be working at a job at a store or something, but you do hair really well, and it's something you just never even thought to pursue, but it's that thing that you do so good that you never even thought about doing. That's usually your calling. I would definitely say, I'm not going to say do what I did, because you definitely have to take a leap of faith. Different strokes for different folks, but I would definitely say be prayerful about what you do and what you decide to do. Most important, praying, asking God, like, God, what it is that you have me to do, because God gave us all a purpose. Our lives serve a purpose, and God gave us all a purpose to fulfill in our life. So I think most important is really to just asking God. It's simple, it's easy. The way I knew my calling, I like to talk. I talk so much. So I already kind of knew that I was going to be empowering women. It's just something I've been knowing probably since my teenager years, because God started talking to me probably in high school. That's when God first started talking to me. So I kind of knew up in that stage that I was going to be dealing with women, because I just knew that's what I was going to be doing. I was going to be speaking. So I would just definitely say that be prayerful. You don't have to stay stuck. My motto is you got one life to live, one time to live it. You don't get this thing called life back once you pass away. The best opportunity ever. You may be making, even if you're making six figures, or either just less than six figures, but making a great amount of money. Because you make money does not mean that you have to stay stuck in that place because you're miserable. I say step out and do the thing that you enjoy doing. You may step out and it may not bring you the amount of money that you have now. It may and it may not, you know, but God can do things for you. But don't allow yourself to stay somewhere because you like because of money, and don't allow money to be the reason why you're motivated to do something else. Don't be like, well, I want to do this because the money good. Have a passion for it and not allow the money to be the motivation for
That's good. That's
it.
good. So what's next for you in High Heels and Destiny?
Well, what's next is I'm continuing to trying to grow my business. Like I said, I'm very new in this. I left my job October the 5th, ladies, of 2019. So since I left my job, I've been going out to local places here in my city, speaking to women, like Better Women Homes, kids, group homes, drug rehabilitation places. So I've been really excited about that, just really going out and be able to speak and talk to women, motivate women spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. So what I'm looking forward to doing in the future is continue to extend my business. I would like to start a nonprofit that will help women and teen girls. So right now I'm just trying to not move too fast, because one thing about it, if you want to do things the way God have you to do them, you don't just want to be jumping out of place and just moving fast. This stuff does take time and patience. It's not going to be an overnight success if you're doing it according to God's will. And I do want to say this right here. Don't be motivated by the things that people do on Instagram or Facebook. You don't know if they walking in the will of God or not. You know, I know, like and me and Tasha have talked about before, you may see on Instagram or Facebook where people like, go get this money, go do this, go do that, go do this. But God may not have you moving as fast as they are. So don't be motivated about what you see people doing on Instagram, Facebook, any social media platform. Just make sure that you're just walking according to God's will, because God may not have you to move that forward. And then in another case, he may shoot you from 0 to 100 real quick. So just make sure you're following the lead of God and not doing things based upon what social media does.
Yeah, that's good also. That's good also. I think sometimes we compare our life to others through social media, our business, our life, and then it sometimes, if not all the time, throw us off, the path that God has for us. So yeah, that's definitely good. So ladies, I will have Miranda's the Jewels to Journaling video. It will be linked down below. So definitely check that out. She definitely have her High Heels and Destiny journals. I write in mine, constantly. She has inspired me to be more consistent with journaling, because I see the power in journaling. Mm-hmm. So if ladies want to reach out to you regarding anything High Heels to Destiny, to get a journal, whatever the case may be, how can they reach you?
Okay, I have a few contacts. My website is www.highheels like shoes, HIGHHEELS ANDDSTINY, like high heels like shoes with the S on heels, and Destiny. Or you can reach me via YouTube, which is my YouTube channel is called High Heels and Destiny. It's the and symbol. Facebook, I have a private group which is called High Heels and Destiny. I got a business page on Facebook that's the same thing. And Instagram, my Instagram page is called High Heels Destiny. Drop the N and it's just High Heels Destiny. So that's the way you can reach out to me.
Okay, and I'll have all of that linked in the comment below, y'all. So thank you so much, Miranda, for taking time to speak with us and share your story, with how you stepped out in faith, because that was a big leap to actually do something that you love to do, to walk in purpose. And like I said, 25%, only about 25% of people do that, because the other 75% are too fearful. So I think this will help a lot of women to understand and to figure out what God wants from them. So thank you so much for taking your time out to speak to us.
Not a problem. Thank you so much just for having me. It's a blessing to be on here.
You're welcome. All right. We'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Thank you, Tasha. Have a great day.